The boy went to the toilet on the battlefield. But just as he was about to leave, the boy suddenly had an idea. Then, he made a unique landmine. However, right after the soldiers finished burying the landmine, the enemy suddenly arrived here. At this moment, the traitor who was leading the way suddenly stopped. Later, when the enemy officer learned that there was a landmine ahead, he became very excited. But soon, a soldier accidentally triggered the fuse. At this time, the officer found that the device triggering the landmine was a mousetrap, which made him immediately understand the situation. So the officer walked confidently towards the minefield, then he quickly found the fuse. When the officer removed the leaves, the mousetrap was exposed. At this point, he pressed the trigger with a stone and then cut the fuse with scissors. Finally, the officer successfully defused a landmine, and this success greatly boosted his confidence. After that, he took off his gloves and crawled to another part of the minefield to continue defusing landmines. However, the boy was extremely excited at this moment. When the officer pushed aside the leaves and was about to dig out another landmine, the boy suddenly burst into laughter. The other soldiers had no idea why. Then the officer discovered that this landmine was actually feces, which made the boy unable to hold back his laughter. At this time, the officer angrily threw the feces on the ground and kicked over a nearby wooden board. But this accidentally caused him to pull the tripwire of a landmine. Immediately after, the nearby landmine exploded in an instant while the boy shouted excitedly,